My name is Hannah and welcome to Homebodyknits. This is a very exciting video I've wanted to film for so long. This is going to be getting started on my knitting journal. First of all, most me color ever. I love this Bordeaux journal. I spent a lot of money on this, like for a notebook. This was $25 euros, and it just has lines. Yeah, I want to document my knitting. I want to document what I knit each month. I want to put my mood boards in. I want to talk about finished objects. I want to have a bingo in there. So many things. I want to keep track of my yarn stash. And that's what I want to use this for. I'm super motivated to do this, and pretty things just motivate me more. This took me so long to film. I'm recording this intro like after the fact. I've already finished filming everything but not editing. This is exactly like I've imagined it. It is just so amazing. If you take one thing from this video, please let it be inspiration. You don't need to start an entire knitting journal, but maybe like write down somewhere on actual paper like what yarn is in your stash or what patterns you want to do. Like, I'm just gonna show you a really quick sneak peek of my mood board. It is just so inspiring to actually look at on paper. And like, I also keeping track of knits I want to do repairs on, just to have it like on paper and to have something real in my hands to cross off. Please enjoy this video with me, like take your whip out and enjoy, and I hope you'll get some inspiration from this.
Under the boughs where the shadows play, the wind hums songs at the break of day. Whispering pines, secrets untold, carrying tales.
Let's talk about my stash. This is a new perspective we've unlocked in my room, because in this cubicle here I keep my yarn, and I've just put it all over here so I can show you, because I want to catalog it in my knitting journal. And I think we're just gonna get started. I'm gonna try to cut out most of the crinkling noises you're gonna hear, because I keep it all in plastic bags, because I'm deathly scared that moths or something else is gonna get in my yarn. Yeah, let's just start with the two skeins that I have not yet put in bags, which are these two beautiful skeins of sock yarn, which I got on eBay, because I really wanted it myself a few pairs of socks, and I thought the best motivation for that would be to get pretty yarn. This is definitely my favorite. She is so beautiful. I will put on the screen or in the description where the yarn is from. And then we have this one here. These are so beautiful. I love them. Yeah, two skeins of sock yarn. Next, I'm just gonna grab what's right next to me. I have 11 skeins of the Bio Balance by BC Garn. I got this for Christmas, and I'm still debating what I want to knit with it. I'm thinking about knitting one of the like cable sweaters by my favorite things knitwear. It's the saddle shoulder one. Maybe it's number 29. I really don't know. Yeah, this is 55% pure organic wool and 45% organic cotton, and it is in the color 001. 11 skeins. Like I said, there's another bag behind me because they didn't all fit in here. Next, I have 6 balls of Holzgarn Super Soft in the color Redwood. I only have 5 here because one's on my sofa, because I'm planning on getting mohair for it. But I'm planning to knit the waffle loop cardigan by other loops with this. It's just this beautiful red color interspersed with like some rainbow, and I'm gonna get some mohair for it in like the next few days. I got this on eBay. It's already been in the freezer. Everything's fine with it, and I'm just so in love with this colorway. I'm probably gonna take a picture and put it up so you can see it a bit more. Like I said, 6 balls. Gonna get 6 balls of mohair for it. Really excited. We're just gonna keep at it with the whole scarf. I have 6 plus 4 balls, so 10 of the color coffee. I bought 6 balls of this on eBay, and then I was like, I want to hold this double. I have a swatch knit up somewhere, like over there. I can see it on my swatch board. But it's obviously different color lots, dye lots. I can show you. Yeah, it's pretty visible. This one is the one I got on eBay, and this is the new one. I'm gonna knit the vest by Moroccan Knit with it, like the one that's knitted in Cardiff cashmere and has like the rib. I really want to knit that with it, and I'm just gonna hope that I do not need to use the other 4 balls I bought and maybe sell those on eBay, or maybe just crack into it for the ribbing. I think that would be okay with me. Yeah, 10 balls of this. Next, I had 12 balls of the Cool Wool Big Melange colorway 1621. There's only 3 balls left. I have 2 here because I'm knitting the pot sweater with it, and I'm just on the final cuff. These 2 balls are gonna be left over. I'm probably gonna bring those back to the yarn store because I can exchange these for a gift card. I love this yarn. I've been knitting it with my Chiagos, and I've never felt anything like this. This knitting experience was crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna have these 2 scrap balls, but I'm gonna bring those back, so no scraps from this. I just wanted to mention it, and I'm also gonna put it in my knitting journal and just and gonna put it as finished and used up. But I wanted to show it to you for the sake of the video. Next, I have a ball of Cardiff Cashmere Classic in this speckled colorway. I have bought 2 balls. One is one I'm using right now to knit the Simple Thing scarf. It's like the free version of the Sophie scarf on Ravelry. And this is the color 301. I'm in love with this. I spoiled myself for Christmas. Next, I'm not gonna take these out, but I have a bag of like yarn. It's like 2 times cool wool and 3 times, and then some long yarn merino, but over the same meterage. And I got this from a colleague of my grandmother who used to knit. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know, but I have it here. It's 2, 4, 5. It's 5 balls. Next, I have 3 balls of merino soft in the colorway 0009, and this is a 50% polyacrylic and 50% merino wool blend. I have these 3 balls left over from knitting my mom the Kodja vest for Christmas, and I think my plan for these is to knit a beanie for my dad. This bag is falling apart, but this is again Cool Wool Big by Lana Grossa. This brown, and this red are my contrast colors for my azulejo sweater, which I'm test knitting, and the white is the base color, the main color. I have 2 balls of each contrast color, which I'm only gonna use 1 of each, so don't know what I'm gonna do with those. Probably I'm planning on knitting a scrap blanket this year, or like the next years, to put my scrap yarns in. Yeah. And I had 9 balls originally of this white yarn from Cool Wool Big. I don't think I'm gonna use all of it. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do with that. I have 2, 3, I have 4 balls of the white left. and these are gonna be untouched, and the other balls are gonna be used for the rest of my color work. I've finished the color work on the body, and now I just have a tiny bit of color work left on the cuffs. So that was in total 9 plus 6 is 15 balls, I think. Then the last stash yarn. You can't see anything. I'm so sorry. This is Knitting for Olive Merino in the color Plum Clay, which is like this purpley gray brown. And I plan on knitting the Simply Wool blouse that I have already knitted one of last year in this, just because I think the yarn will hold up better. And I knitted the Simply Wool blouse with the fingering weight yarn, but on 4mm needles, and I plan on doing it with this. I hope the 4 balls are gonna be enough, but I think so. I hope so. Probably gonna knit the sleeves first after separating for the sleeves, and then gonna see what I can do for the body. And I bought this yarn in London at the Beautiful Mills yarn shop. So this is all my stash yarn. I think you can see some of it like on the screen. I thought it was more. I'm still not gonna buy more yarn, except like the mohair I need for my waffle loop cardigan. I think I'm okay with this amount of stash yarn, but I don't really want more, because then it'll start to get overwhelming and like, all of these projects are already planned. But I'm really happy that I have a plan for all of these, except for like these 5 balls of merino from my grandma's colleague. I'm really happy, and I'm just looking at this sock yarn. Oh, it's making me so, like, just imagine. I love this. So probably gonna put that into my journal now. If you have any questions about any of these yarns, put them in the comments and I will happily answer those. And this is your sign to go through your stash. Know what you have. Because yarn isn't cheap. So I guess we're trying this audio thing. There we have my yarn, there we have the amount I have, the plants I just listed, and my box if I used it. I want to have a knitting bingo for 2026 in my knitting journal, and I didn't just want to write down the prompts, because maybe I unconsciously would like put them in a way that I would get a bingo. So I have put all of my things I want to have on the bingo on little pieces of paper and folded them, and I'm gonna take each one out of my little bowl, and in that order I'm gonna put them in my bingo. I'm gonna have a 4x4 bingo, so 16 places. So I'm gonna, I hope there's 16 in here, I hope I counted right. So let's start. Our first spot is knit with a new to me yarn. That will not be hard. Like, for example, I have a whole Scarring Coast in my stash, which I haven't used, or a sock yarn, or Knitting for Olive Merino. Next, I have Using a New Technique. Very interesting. I'm excited for that. Our next place is knitting lace. I have plans for knitting lace this year. I don't know when this segment it's gonna go in. Is it gonna go in before my knitting plans, or is it gonna go in after? I have no idea, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Maybe you already know, maybe you will see in the next clips. Our next bingo: self-draft and or design something. I would like to self-draft something and then write it up into a design, which I actually have something in the works right now. Oh, your work almost went out, so I'm gonna show you first. It is a knit for my boyfriend. I'm actually knitting him the Ana Cortez pullover right now, so that's probably also gonna get crossed off. I hope I finish it this year. which hopefully. Next, knit an accessory, which I hate knitting accessories. I knitted two, the Ripka pouch and the Simple Things scarf. And I love the Simple Things scarf to death. If you watched my ranking my knits video, it's high up there, even though I hated knitting it. Next, is a new construction. For example, I would love to knit a saddle shoulder. And I have a thing that I would like to knit. I hope I'm gonna get to it this year, which is actually steeking. But I don't know if that would be a new construction or a new technique. I'm gonna decide along the way, I guess. Next is color work. Yeah, so I would like to knit color work this year. I have Kiss Kiss Rhinestones just came out with the colorwork yoke jumper and I am in love with it. I would love to knit it. It's so pretty. So that's my next spot. Next, a perfectly fitting garment. I would love to knit the Barbaro bra, but I would love to knit the Barbaro blouse this year and maybe even the Barbaro top, and I want to knit some summer tops, so those are some contenders for getting this bingo. Oh, those were two. Modify a pattern. I'm actually doing that right now because my gauge is bigger than it's supposed to be and I'm modifying like increases or like stitches cast on under the underarm, so that will probably get crossed off soon. Next is sold unused yarn. I have actually already done that this year, but I don't think I'm gonna count it because I didn't have my knitting bingo yet. Because it's so sad to have unused yarn just sitting in stash and someone else will get great use out of it. Probably on Vintage or on eBay. We'll do that. So we only have a few left. Knit for my dad. I really want to knit something for him. Maybe a beanie, maybe a sweater, I don't know. And because I crocheted a cardigan for my mom and I knitted her the cardigan this year, and I knitted something for my grandpa, and I think my dad's a really knit-worthy guy, so I want to knit something for him. Next, we only have 3 left after this one. Next is, it just says cable. I was really creative there. I want to knit cables, which I think I talked about this already, but I think it's gonna go in after this segment. But I wanted this saddle shoulder cable sweater by my favorite things in knitwear, so this could be it, and maybe also knit a Dagmar jacket or something adjacent to that. I found like a Korean designer on Ravelry, and she has like this beautiful also O-neck cabled jacket, and I really vibe with it. So last 3. Knit from a new to me designer. So someone I have knitted from before. I am doing that right now. Maybe I'm gonna cross it off. I'm gonna have a think about it. I'm actually knitting 2 things from a new to me designer right now. The pod sweater is from Noto Self Studio, and the test knit I'm doing for Cupid Knits, the Azulejo sweater. It's also a new to me designer, so definitely gonna get to cross this one off. Second to last one, it is Fix a Knit, or a Fixed a Knit. I also gonna have a page in here for knits I wanna do alterations on, so I hope I'm gonna do it. Because there's some knits that I would just wear more. I actually fixed the knit last year. I elongated my Simply Wool blouse and now I wear it so much more. So, mwah. And now the last one. Let's see, you're gonna get to see it first. The right way around? No. It is, I bought a yarn kit. Ooh. I hope I'm gonna get to cross this off. I would really like to knit the CPH sweater or the Copenhagen sweater by Le Feli Dicker. I don't know. And they have yarn kits for that with the alpaca wool with Sandnes garn, and I would love to get that yarn kit just for the joy of it. So I'm gonna show you what this bingo looks like. This was really fun. The gamification of this is actually so amazing. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what I'm gonna be crossing off. Lots of people put like a free thing in the middle, which I'm not gonna do because then I had to have like a lot bigger, a lot smaller bingo thingy. So I'm just doing things, and I also did things that are achievable and that are connected to my goals this year. So there's a good chance I'll get to it. I have not thought about what I do if I get a bingo, or if it's just I'm just happy about it and just like, yes, I'm just just something that keeps me motivated to work on my knitting goals.
This is my finished bingo page. Underneath you can see the spots. My rules are one knit can only cross off one bingo space. For example, a beanie for my dad cannot also cross off the accessory spot. My first reward is for my first bingo is buying the sheep sweater by Rosa Pomar, the ready to wear one, and after that I get to buy notions. On the next page I try to explain my finished bingos.
Let's talk about knits that inspire me right now. I think it is super important to gather your focus on what's inspiring you. You might be like on the second sleeve of your sweater and you're so over it, but you have to think about what's inspiring you. And maybe I think it really helped me to write it down, to not immediately cast on. That like it really helped me, just so I have the motivation to get through that second sleeve. So I just wanna very quickly talk about the knits that are inspiring me. At this point I already have that page finished, so I can just open it up and talk about it. First of all is the Brady Loop Tee by Other Loops. This is not gonna be a knit that I'm gonna be casting on in the next 1 or 2 months, but I want to keep it in mind. I just love the look of it. It's like going on a yacht in the summer style. Next is the sweater number 29. I think that is the saddle shoulder cabled one. I actually just knitted up a swatch for that. I will put up a picture with 2 strands of BC Garn BioBalance. That's gonna be a next thing. Next is my Barbro blouse by Pernille Larsen for Knitting for Olive. And I chose that to be my birthday knit, like what I wear on my birthday. And I have a vision. I want to wear it with dark washed blue jeans. And I'm going to knit the Barbro blouse in the licorice color by Knitting for Olive in the merino. I'm so excited. I want to do the long sleeve version. On my vision board I also have the long sleeve version. Maybe I'm also gonna knit the top, but that in the cotton merino, not in the merino. Next, the waffle loop cardigan by Other Loops. That is gonna be my next cast on with the sweater number 29. I'm going to knit it with the color Redwood by Holst Garn. If you like, you can see there's like some marling in there. And I got the color 177. I ordered it from Lana Grossa, the silk hair to hold with it. It's the exact color of this. I took it to the yarn store, but they didn't have enough, so she ordered it for me. I'm so excited. I have 1 sleeve and the neckline left of my Azulejo sweater, and then this is gonna be casted on. Next is the Juice sweater by Kutu de Kika, and I'd like that to be just a basic sweater. And what's intriguing me about it is the way it's increased for the yoke. It's like a circular yoke, but along lines that along established lines and not randomly. And I'm so intrigued by this, like from a designing perspective. And it just like looks super comfortable. Everyone I've seen it on looks amazing in it. It doesn't have that thing that my nocturnal jumper has, where you put up your shoulders and the entire thing rises to like here. Next is the Fee blouse by Josephine E. It just looks so elegant, and I just love everything about it, like the cinch, the pleating, the going out, the sleeves. I need it in my life. That's inspiring me right now. But I have a yarn stash to knit through, so I'm not going to buy yarn for it until it's actually happening. And last, I have the sweater number 33 by my favorite Things Knitwear. I just got my yarn for it. I have it in an IKEA bag. It is this caramel camel color. I don't know what this brand is. I got it on Vinted. It is merino, and I want to get drops brushed alpaca silk in the caramel colorway to hold with it to knit the sweater number 23. The super white raglan really intrigues me, and I want to knit it up, and also like the neckline and everything about it, and the way you do the increase. It looks so, it tickles something in my brain. I really love it. Those are the knits that inspire me right now. It's really keeping me from immediately wanting to cast on, because just putting it on paper is making it into a physical thing without having to knit it. So I really do think this is good. And I have an eye on them, not just my Ravelry favorites, because everything's on there.
Now I am going to start on this mood board. I have printed out my little inspiration sheets. First we have the CPH sweater, which is like just inspiration because I want to knit a brioche sweater. I am just putting that on there now. Next is a vest by Knit. I talked about this earlier. I just really want to try incorporating vests into my style. Next is also a cardigan by Knit. This is inspiration for me to knit a cardigan. As the next one, I pull the Olga jacket. I want to knit a cabled cardigan, an O-neck cabled cardigan. I'm just putting that on here for inspiration to knit it. I have another pattern, I think by a Japanese designer, which I would really like to knit. I just have this on here as representation for my cabled O-neck cardigan. Next, I'm pulling out this inspiration picture from Pinterest. This has nothing to do with knitting. This is just a set. I want to knit a set of really short pants and a little top, like maybe a top by Garner Schlicht or the mixed rib cami. And I have a pattern for the micro shorts by Loopy Studio, which I am gonna use. And then some top with it, probably both in the Knitting for Olive Cotton Merino. Next, I'm pulling out this cardigan, which you can kind of see there's lace on it. I'm gonna put up the name of this pattern because I can currently not remember it while doing this voiceover. I really want to do a summer cardigan. If it is this one, I don't know, and I want to knit it in 2 strands of Sandnes Garn Line, so it can be my summer cardigan. I'm really excited for that, and don't be annoyed, this little gap between the vest and the cardigan is gonna be fixed. Next, I have the Campanulity. I am so enamored by this, just the rib that's on there and like the super tiny needles. It would take forever. The only thing I'm not a fan of are the really frilly and girly edges. So I might knit it, I might not. I just really want to have it on my inspiration board. Next is the Lillehammer pullover, which is steeked color work, and I want to knit the one I'm pointing to right now. The suggested yarn is Drops Lima, and I really want to knit that in winter because it looks so amazing, and I really want to have a traditional color work sweater. Like everything on this list, it doesn't have to be this specific sweater, but I would like it to be. The last item I'm gonna put on here, I put it wrong ways. This is the Barbro blouse. I found this picture really cute, and my friend, I showed it to her, she doesn't knit, she was like, oh, that's from Cezanne. I was, no girl, that's actually knitted, it's the Barbro blouse. I already talked about it in this video, but I want to knit this in the Knitting for Olive Merino in Licorice for my birthday knit. I am so excited. Next, I'm putting glue on this little spot that I left because I've got a tag that I got with an order from Petite Knits store that just says Petite Knit. I'm just putting that on there for decoration, not like for putting a tag on my work, because that is my work. It is designed by Petite Knit, but I knitted this. I think in the order I got like a zipper for my grandpa's zipper sweater and the barber cords and I think stitch holders.
Under the boughs where the shadows play, the wind hums songs at the break of day.
Next up in my journal is knits I want or have to do alterations on. So I have them hanging up here so I can show you. This is my Cumulus blouse by Petite Knit, knitted in one strand of Drops alpaca silk and one strand of Loch Lomond lace by BC Garn. And I think I would wear this so much more if it was just like a few centimeters longer, because this is just not the way I like my garments to fit. So this is the first one. Next is a self-drafted raglan sweater. I call this my Schofield sweater because it's inspired by a sweater Michael Schofield wears in Prison Break. It has 2x2 ripped sleeves and details and just stockinette body. First of all, I don't like the contrast cuffs, it's just not my thing. Again, it is too short, it's not my color. So this is not something I'm going to alter. This is something I'm going to frog. Next is my absolutely amazing polo #1, which took me so long. It's full of hair, I'm sorry. This is, oh wait, this is knitted in Lana Grossa Cool Wool Big. This is knitted in Sheep Soft Decay by Laxton's. And I absolutely adore this, but it is very itchy. That means I have to wear a long sleeve underneath this. And I like the length of my sleeve, but with a long sleeve underneath, the sleeves are longer. So I want to just add like a centimeter or two on the sleeves. So I'm probably going to put in 2 needles, cut 1 row, unravel it, knit it 1-2 more centimeters, and then graft it back together. I've never grafted something back together with doing surgery. I've just grafted while knitting socks and stuff like that. I absolutely love her. She's amazing, but she's scratchy, so longer sleeves. Next is my, I call it Harry Potter sweater. I think it's actually the marble sweater. No, not the marble sweater. The one where you mix 2 color yarns together. It's some kit pattern by Petite Knit, which I like followed for the stitch counts. And then I used an acrylic yarn because my cousin, for whom this is for, is allergic to animal fiber and cotton was too heavy. And then I duplicate stitched a J on it. For his name is Joris. His name is Joris. And I only had like 5 days to knit and block this. So it is way too short, the sleeves are too long, the neckline isn't very nice, it's supposed to be double folded. So on this, I want to knit the body longer. I don't know if the placement of the J would be weird then, but I'm not undoing that. So knit the body longer, like at least 20 centimeters, 15 maybe, and then redo the neckline so it's nice and double folded. Those are the knits that I can think of right now to do alterations on. I also have my Nocturnal Jumper by Saskia & Co., formerly known as the Petite Knitter, but it has like 3/4 sleeves because I ran out of time before my London trip where I wanted to wear it, so I just found off. I have enough yarn to fix it, but I won't, because I know I won't really wear it because I don't like the fit. I can't really, it does like the thing when I rise up my arms, the whole yoke rises up and it's just bunched like this. So I'm not gonna fix that. I'm gonna keep it because it was my first color work ever, my first color work sweater. So yeah.
On the page right next to the knits I want to do alterations on is what's inspiring me right now / things I want to design. I just want to write that down so that I don't forget. My first bullet point, what is currently floating around in my head, is a super oversized t-shirt. I saw it on one of my schoolmates and it just looks amazing. I want to have so much positive ease on it. Like I want everything. I've already started grading my pattern. Next is an O-neck cardigan, and I want to have it in pretty basic stockinette stitch, but I wanted to have amazing purl row details, like a few purl rows on the seams and stuff like that. I'm really excited for this cardigan.
Let's have a quick talk about my FO page, which is located at the front of my journal. I have put very cute little stickers in there for every month because I want to write down the projects I finish every month. This isn't like, oh, I want to knit this and this many projects each month. This is about having an overview and maybe having some inspiration or like having some motivation more to actually finish my knit. Like today is the 30th and I only have a sleeve left on my azulejo sweater, and it's like I would like to write it down for January, so I'm more motivated to finish it. If I don't make it, that is totally okay. This is my hobby and I have to keep being inspired. I don't want to get in a knitting slump, but it would be really nice to see what I finish each month, and it would also make it easier for my 2026 roundup of everything I knitted, because I can tell you what and when I finished it. The principle is pretty easy. There's just the stickers, and I've already written down my Potts sweater for this month. I'm just gonna write the name of the sweater and not designer because I do not have space for that. I have a space for 1, 2, 3, 4 items each month. I don't think I'm gonna finish more. And I'm gonna count socks as like one sock is one finished object. So I'm gonna write sock 1 and sock number 2 in the next month for the motivation, because it's taking deceivingly long to knit a sock.
Under the boughs where the shadows play, the wind hums songs at the break of day, whispering pines, secrets untold, carrying tales only the forest holds. Moonlight spills through the velvet dark.
I just sat down to relax and knit and edit my video, this video, when I realized I hadn't filmed an outro. So that's me in my comfy clothes. This is the Eva cardigan by Petite Knit. I am so incredibly happy with this knitting journal. It sparks so much joy, and that is what I was hoping it would do. You can see the smile on my face. It's so silly, but it's making me so happy. You have seen the video. Unlike me, I've not finished editing it. But just flipping through her is giving me so much joy. By the way, this picture of me in London by a phone cell with the Westminster Abbey in the background is my favorite photo ever. And I'm wearing my Simply Wool blouse, which is like my favorite. It's been like a favorite of the year. Not like of the year, that's a lie, but it's been a favorite. Then we have my finished knits of each month. Then we have my stash yarn, which I'm gonna have to add the merino to I bought on Vinted. Then we have my bingo and the explanation. Then we have my beautiful mood board and some color inspiration. Here's the knits I want to do alterations on with the cute little scissor sticker. Designs I have in mind right now. Knits that are inspiring me right now, which is so important to me. Stay inspired. And then money I spent on yarn this year. I have not gone further. I also want to add like little pages of my finished knits. I would like to incorporate pictures in there. I'm just gonna have to find a way to do it. The ambulance. I'm so thankful that you watched this video, and I hope you got some inspiration from it, which is like my biggest goal, for you to get inspired and have a nice time here with me. And you don't have to buy an expensive journal like I did. Like, just get a random notebook for like €2 at a store. It's not about how you make it or when you make it. It's just that you do. Make it exist first, then make it pretty. If you liked this video, please consider writing a comment, telling me what you liked about this video, liking this video, and if you want to see more of me and updates on my knitting journal, subscribe to the channel. Next week's video is gonna be a vlog, which is about the span of 2 weeks since this Saturday this video is going up. I wish you all the loveliest day ever, and I'm really open to feedback on anything you saw in this video. Please just be nice, but I'm not expecting anything else of you. Bye.